So President Trump is cracking down on crime. Here's why Democrat cities are plagued by violence should consider getting on board. If you look here at Washington, D.C. at a 2-week period this year compared to last year, property crime is down 20%. But the biggest thing are all of the violent crimes, often including robbery, which is down 60%. Homicides are down 71% from last year over this exact same period of time. Assaults with a dangerous weapon, down 10%. Yet, if you listen to Democrats, they don't care about those statistics.
Again, it's un-American to do something like that. I studied the Holocaust. I helped to build a Holocaust museum. This is what happened in the early days of the Nazi regime in Germany.
We're not talking about the nationalization, the militarization of the Guard and militarizing United States cities.
We are rejecting the occupation by the military of our cities.
Stop attacking our cities to hide your administration's failures.
And then, of course, if you listen to some of these Democrat politicians and government leaders, they try to tell you that crime is not surging in their localities. But if you look at Oakland, California is rated #2, the most dangerous place in the United States. Boston, Massachusetts has seen a 67% increase in homicides year to date from last year to this year. In Chicago, a 78% increase in motor vehicle theft from 2021 to 2025. Here with me now is Riverside County, California Sheriff and California gubernatorial candidate Chad Bianco. So it turns out, Sheriff, that surging officers onto the streets actually has an effect on crime.
Yes, it does. And we've actually known this for decades, which is why California, probably one of the most progressive states in the country, has completely handcuffed, no pun intended, law enforcement and taken away that proactivity, demonized law enforcement, decriminalized our justice system, and enabled these criminals. And other cities in other states followed suit. And now we see the results. It's failed liberal policies that are harming our cities.
You know, one of the aspects of it that I think is most appalling to me is to listen to these politicians who, by the way, run a lot of these cities. The way they speak about policing, to suggest that policing equals fascism, I can only imagine what that must be like for a cop who has a hard job to begin with, a nearly impossible job to begin with, and then to be told by the people who are in authority over them, think of them as fascists.
Yeah, it is demoralizing. And the good thing about California is we've gotten past it. And we get it from the media, we get it from our politicians all the time, but the residents have gone overboard now, making sure that while we're out in the streets, they are thankful, they are grateful, they thank us for doing what we're doing. So we're seeing a major change probably in the last 2 years here that we know is going to get better and resonate through the rest of the country. But this disgusting politicalness of calling everything Nazi, fascist, all of this psychological warfare that the Democrats are playing to cover up their absolute total failures is astonishing to me.
Do you find that even voters in places like San Francisco, outside of your area maybe, are starting to wake up and realize that this is a real problem that needs to be addressed?
They are. Oakland, which you mentioned, right next to San Francisco, which is one of the worst. It looks like a third world country in some of the places when you drive down there. The residents are completely fed up, but yet the media only shows the politicians saying how great it is, and the residents are starving for law enforcement. They're starving for someone to come in and help to rescue their cities, basically, to save their livelihoods, their kids. And the politicians are tone deaf here. It's a bizarre situation that we're in.
These politicians love to talk about tyranny, but don't seem to care about the tyranny of crime. Chad Bianco, Sheriff, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.